Wowzers. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the party. It is currently 9:19 a.m. Time to party. The market this morning going from the 40s to the 30s straight up right now. What the world is going on? Why did the market have to go up 30 points when we were asleep? Why? Why? All right, look at this thing. This morning, the ES from the 50 area, 40 area, all the way up there to the 70s. We have an area of resistance that we've talked about yesterday, actually, which is funny because we're right there now. We're hitting that. This is actually resistance that we talked about yesterday after the FOMC meeting. And we're running into that resistance there. The high on that candle, the 180s on the daily chart. If you look here at the daily chart, there's that resistance right there on the daily chart back December 2022. This thing definitely looking pretty bullish right now, squeezing up there 180s. Over that 180 area, you're thinking like 215s is possible. There's a high there, 215s. And then, 4,300, I guess. So like 215 and then 4,300 possible there. If we look at the pivots right now, the pivots are set up with 180 for the pivot, 4,180 for the ES pivot. Above that pivot is 229 being the next pivot. So 180, 229. Below us right now, the pivot is at 114. So that's a pretty big drop to the downside to hit that pivot there on the ES right now. But this is pretty much the key levels. We'll see how this plays out. That 180 area resistance there. So over 180, definitely look for that move up above 200s there. We got a couple things going on right now. We got the pivots there on the ES. We got the pivots there on the SPY. And yeah, we'll see how this market goes. See how this market goes. That's the plan right now. Already still squeezing up, looking like it wants to just take out that 180 area here at open. We'll see how she plays out. We got the MACD. A little bit of a MACD action, looking like it wants to cross right there on the 3-minute chart right now. If you guys have any, if you guys are able to hit that like button, thank you for doing it. Let's blow up that like button. We got 125 likes, 1,300 people watching. I think we can do better. I think we can do better on the likes. Just putting that out there. Just from what I'm thinking we can do better. I'm thinking we can do better here. On the book map right now, we got that 78 level and then 80s up there. 79, 80 right now. 78, yeah. 79, 80 area to the 80s right now. Resistance, the high so far here pre-market is going to be 76.25. All right, all right. We got any numbers coming out here today at 10 a.m.? Any numbers coming out still? Let me see. We got some numbers at 10 a.m. this morning. Factory orders coming out here at 10 a.m. And durables. Yeah, so pretty much factory order numbers coming out there at 10 a.m. will be the big news. Not big news, but that's the news this morning at 10 a.m. Let's go. 400 likes. All right, all right. That's what I like to see. I like to see. I like to see. Party, party. All right, so we're just sitting back here. We're waiting and watching, being patient, and getting ready for the market to open up here in the next 6 minutes. I don't really know. It's kind of a this is always a tricky one going into open when you get this big move up like this. Since 7:30, we pretty much just went straight up from the 50s up there to the 70s now. We're above the VWAP here at open. The VWAP is at the 48s on the ES. The VWAP's 48 on the ES. And we're VWAP-ing 12,582 on the NASDAQ. We're above the pivot on the NASDAQ here. The NASDAQ's got a pivot at the 12,600. And the pivot on the ES there at the 180s right now looking at us. So we'll see how this plays out at open. Just right now, I like I said, I hate to just jump in just because this is going up. Is Carvana going to the moon right now? My buddy bought Carvana like a couple months ago, and he just kept holding on to it. And I think he's gonna get back to break even today. I think he paid like $19 for it. It's at 17 right now. Am I live without delay? Yeah, there should be no delay. If there's a delay, it's on you, not me. I got the fastest internet in the possible world. EA Futures said that he was on a plane yesterday, flying back to Miami from Puerto Rico, and said that he was watching a video, and the guy next to him on the plane was also a subscriber. Let's go. We're worldwide, baby. Worldwide. And market trying to push up here again, test that 76 level. Uh-oh. Like I said, kind of would hike to get a pullback here. Do I NASDAQ 100? No, only the ES. Yeah, the fake, there's fake Instagram accounts. Those aren't mine. They're not hacked. People just make fake Instagram accounts. If you look at the spelling of the name's not right. I'm not long, guys. Oh my God. I have no position open. I already said that. I don't know why people ask questions. Just wait to see what happens here at open. We got that 76 level. Predictions, like I said, we got that 180 level is a big area of resistance. So if we can get over that 180 area here at open, maybe squeeze right to the 200s. There's a pivot up at the 229s if we just keep going straight up, I guess. So that'll be the idea. No iceberg sellers right now on the book map. We got the VWAP on the ES right now down at the 55s. 55 for the VWAP on the ES. We'll be watching to see what happens here at open. We will be opening up with a gap to the upside here. So kind of interested to see how this plays out at open. We got over 2,000 people watching. Let's go. If you guys haven't hit that like button, blow up the like button one more time. And we got about 30 seconds here till the market opens. 30 seconds right now. That 36 area acting, 76 area acting as resistance here. The pivot on the SPY at the 415.53. So looking to see what happens here at open. Let's go. And we got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And market is now open for business. On the book map right now, we got a bunch of 76 resistance. And seeing how this plays out. That 76 resistance there, will they squeeze it above 76 here? Looking a little squeezy, like they could squeeze this up above the 76s strong. They got to kind of do it right now. If the bulls want to squeeze hard, they got to squeeze it like right now if they're going to do it. They don't want any weakness here. Get through that 180 area quickly. There's an iceberg seller sitting there, 175. Will that be enough to sell to squeeze through here? 75s right now. Getting held down there. And dumping down right now. That 75 area holding it down. See if they're gonna, they got that 66 area coming up here. Needs to support 66s. On the book map right now, well, right there, that 66 level below 66, probably move down low 60s here. We got that gap fill possible on the SPY, probably pull back like 412 area here on the SPY now. Would be the gap fill area. '66 is on the book map right now, so through 66s, I'd say 63, 60 area quickly. Just need to kind of watch to see what happens right here. At 66s now. Still holding up there, 66s right now. There's an iceberg seller sitting here, 72s. Kind of looking like they want to rip this up here. Holding that 66 level, and that 66 level needs to hold. If they can hold 66 here, rip above 76, go to the 80s or higher. The chop sitting here, so just kind of watching over 76 here, possible long over 76, needs to hold 66s. Will the market have the strength to go, or will we pull back to that VWAP here? Need that move over 76 to get excited here. Wow, that was a funny candle. Some crazy action right there. book map getting all weird and wild there for a second. Now squeeze it back up. The chop is real. They're trying to hold that 60 area. Just watching the 76 level here. This is some crazy price action here right now. Possibly get that break over 76, push up here into the 80s next. Getting real tight here, getting real tight here. Watching to see if we're gonna hold here 66s now. Be watching to see what happens here back over 73 area. If we can't hold 66s, looking to get short here, possible. So getting short there, 66s. Looking for this move down to the 60s or lower. There we go, down to 60. 60s there, looking for a break below 60 next. Got my stop right above my entry already at the 13 EMA basically there, 68s. See if we're gonna chop through that 60 area here. I'm gonna jump out, break even. Don't like how it's just squeezing back up there. It should have just washed right through 60 if we were gonna go, so we'll wait, be patient here. Squeezed back up and then dumped it back down here. This price action right now is crazy. Chop City. Possibly watching to see what happens back over like 68s here. If we start to reverse back up. Trying to break back above the 13 EMA right now on the 2000 tick chart. Trying to get back over 66s here. It's that 13 EMA right now. Trying to get back above that on the 2000 tick chart here. On the book map right now, 68 sitting there. So get over that 68 level. Try to push up here above 70s next. There we go, 69. Trying to push up there. Trying to get that 70 push here. There's that 69, 70 push here. Beautiful. Let's go. Will this be the bottom of that move? Pushing back above 70s. Get above 72 here. I'd be interested to see what happens over 72 now. If we're going to ramp up and take out that high there at the 76s. Get through 72s. Setting up here. You got to get above the high of that candle right there, 70.50. Get over 70.50, and then we go 72, 73, and then try to push 76s. So 70.50 area is the level to watch here. Looks like we're going to go, though. We're going to go. Let's do it. 70.50 needing a break here. And then squeeze up there towards the 76s again, the high. Trying to get through 70.50 right now. There's a bunch of liquidity sitting there, 72s, trying to hold it down. Can we go? Getting tight right here at the 70s. Getting real tight at the 70s right now. Got to break 70. That 70-50 area still kind of troublesome. Still some trouble there. 70-50 on the book map right now. That 72 area just sitting there holding us down. The NASDAQ's going straight up right now. NASDAQ breaking out to the upside here. NASDAQ's 12,700 pushed. The SPY having trouble. Still needs to hold that 66s here. If we can hold this 66 level, we can get this breakout. Just need to kind of hold here for a second. The VWAP on the SPY acting as support. We need to hold that VWAP on the SPY here. This is pretty much the point that we need to start breaking back to the upside for the bulls. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, blow up that like button. We got 647 likes. The bulls need to show strength here. If they're going to squeeze. We got news coming out here at 10 a.m. this morning as well. And the market having trouble there at the 67, 70 area. On the book map right now, a bunch of liquidity sitting there at the 60s. That key area here, 66 is kind of the battleground. 60 to 66 right now. Needing to hold here. Looking dumpy below 60s. 62s again. Get that break below 62s. Fill this gap on the SPY down to 412s. Getting this move down below the 60s now. The gap for the ES would be like down to the 50s again, basically fill that gap for the ES to fill the SPY gap. Down here to the 60s. I think now at this point, just kind of waiting for maybe 10 a.m. news. Look at this 3-minute chart here. Just tricky one. It's not easy right now. Not easy right now. If we get back over 70 here, kind of thinking possibly get a long going back over 70. That 70 area sitting there, 70, 50. So get back over 70 here, try to squeeze up towards that high of day. 76 for a target. Get this break over 70 strong. Then that 72 area is going to be the next level to watch. So through 72 is beautiful. Let's get through 75 next. So we got that breakout over the 70s here, looking for that move up to high of day now. Kind of with a stop here at the 66s again. Got to get through 70 strong. Watching the book map here. We're trying to get through this 73, 74 level. We know all that liquidity is going to be sitting there. 76s trying to hold this down. So trying to get this move up through that 72, 73 level. We got that 75 coming up there next. And then looking at this 78 area up there. So we get through 76s here. I think we'd go pretty quickly to the 80s or higher. We just got to get above that high there. And then get that move up there above 75 or higher. '72s right there. Got some news coming out here at 10 a.m. as well this morning. 10 a.m. news. Ooh. No follow through right now on this 70 move. Need this follow through here. Show some strength. That 72 area is still holding us down right now. We got to get above that 72 area here. If you're in step 2 and you have to reset, do you have to go through step 1 again? You do not. You have to just, you do step 2. You just start step 2 over. The battle is real here. Oh my God. Look at this thing right now. It's a wild ride here. Trying to get this push over the 70s strong, but just having trouble there at the 70s multiple times now. Can we push through 70 here? Watching on the book map right now, all that liquidity stacked up 71, 72 area trying to hold us down right now. So it looks like we're going to chop around this level. And, ooh. So not getting that follow through the 70s, and the chop is real. Look at this thing right now, just chopping around from the 60s to the 70s here. Crazy move. I guess they're waiting for that 10 a.m. news. Holding that 66 level still here. The VWAP there at the 59's holding up there on the VWAP on the ES. If we can get back over 67, try to push that 70s again here on the book map. Just getting through that 67 there. We got 70s coming up there next. That 3-minute candle here on the chart right now. Look at that 3-minute candle. Wowzers. Yeah, so the great thing about my strategy is a lot of times being able to get in for those little breakout breakdowns, and then being able to easily be able to get out for a break even as well. So a lot of times, like if I'm looking to buy a breakout, we don't get a move right away, I normally just get stopped out break even, because we should break out, you know, pretty much right away there. I'm not long. Just gonna wait for this 10 a.m. numbers to come out. 10 a.m. numbers. How long do I hold my trades for? Just depends on the day, to be honest. Market holding the VWAP right now. That 60 area on the VWAP holding up there. And currently just going sideways here. Looking for something to happen out of this sideways action here. We got 10 a.m. numbers coming out, and then we should probably get a better move here. So just sitting back, waiting and watching. Three minutes till those numbers come out here. Waiting to see what happens. These numbers come out here at 10 a.m. Numbers at 10 a.m. About a minute here. A minute till these numbers come out. So waiting for these numbers here, 10 a.m. to come out, and then look to see kind of we get a better price action here finally. And here we go. Numbers are out now. Market's moving around here. Down there to the 57, 58s now. Looking dumpy here through the VWAP now on the ES. Got the NASDAQ VWAP down at the 650s here. On the book map right now, trying to hold there 55s. There's an iceberg buyer there right now at the 55s. Get through that 55 level. There's that 50 area down there on the book map right now. Just that iceberg buyer sitting there at 50s right now. Like that VWAP. They like that VWAP there, they said. And holding the VWAP still. Holding the VWAP on the ES right now. We're holding the VWAP on the NASDAQ. The VWAP acting as support here. Will the VWAP be enough to pump this back up? It's kind of a hard one right now. We push back above the 13 EMA here on the 2000 tick chart. You can see getting back above that 13 EMA right there. So now the question is, do we start to rip higher here? I'd like to get a little bit bigger of a move. Let's kind of get this move above 72s here if we're going to look for another long. Really need to get above like 68s here. Get above 68s. Maybe the bulls can get pushing again 70s. See if we get this move here. Very much in this channel right here. So you can see that idea of getting back over 68 here. And you got the 70 area up there. 170 acting as resistance up there. So again, getting denied there at the top of that channel. No breakout. No breakouts. That was a pretty big dump, actually. Look at that. Dump that down quickly. So right now, I'm just kind of waiting to see if we get out of this area here. We got to get below the VWAP on the 15-minute chart if we're going to be bearish. But right now, we're holding that VWAP area, so it's still not trying to get too crazy bearish until we get away from that VWAP. I'd say if we get over 68s here, we can get this to break out. Let's watch that 68 level here. Getting tighter and tighter. The SPY right now on the 5-minute chart below the VWAP here. That 60 area, we're right here at the VWAP, 59 VWAP area. So we're sitting right there at the VWAP right now as support. Would love to see a crack right here and just wash down to the 50s to get away from that VWAP. But right now the VWAP acting as support there. So definitely a tricky one. Will that VWAP continue to act as support and squeeze us back up here? If we dump through that VWAP, I'd say we're get a quick sell down. VWAP still acting as support here at the 60s. They can hold that 60 level here. Oh my gosh. Coming up 57s on the book map right now. That 50 area is sitting down there pretty heavy, so there is a bunch of liquidity at 50s. Just not dumping. It's just not like wanting to just easily dump here. Doesn't want an easy dump. You see, it just kind of like takes out those areas of liquidity and then pops right back up. So not just like water falling to the downside. Watching this liquidity here at the 55s. Trying to hold up there at 55 still. You can see like every time we hit those little areas of liquidity, we just weren't like dumping right through there. We're still kind of popping up on those little sell downs. So testing that VWAP again here, 60s. Still holding there at the 54s. Down to the bottom of that channel right now. Will this be an area to bounce back up off the bottom of that channel? We've kind of bounced off the bottom of this channel now. We'll see for move. Holding the bottom of that channel still. Got about four. The gap would be filled like 46s, 45 area on the ES to fill that gap on the SPY. The SPY right now 413.33 on the SPY here. And once again, kind of pushing back up into that VWAP area. And liking that VWAP area again here at the 60s. They like to push it back up to that VWAP. I'm perplexed right now, trying to figure out what to do here. This is pretty hard to trade this right now. And in hindsight, it's, yeah, obviously like, oh, you should have shorted it open, easy. But right now, just trying to figure out what to do here. The EMA is looking all crazy. The EMA is looking all crazy here, looking like a spaghetti chart. Spaghetti on the chart. I'm trying to rip it back up here, back above 60 now. See if they push this back up 64 to the top of that channel again. It's quite funny. It like rips up, it rips down, it's ripping all around right now. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, help me out. Let's blow up that like button and get over 1,000 likes here on the stream. We got 770 likes right now. Also, until Friday, Topstep is offering a 25% discount on the combine. So if you guys want to learn more about Topstep, the combine, and all that fun stuff, there's a link there in the chat box. Next week, starting on Monday, I'll be trading through the Topstep combine once again for fun and talking about that whole process here on the live stream and all that. So if you guys want to check it out, there's a link there in the chat box to learn more about Topstep. Trying to push up back above this 60s. Oh my gosh. 15-minute chart looking like a possible reversal here off the VWAP area. If we can hold here, if the VWAP area here, 53 being the low on that 15-minute candle, can hold this area here, possibly start getting this move back up now. So, well, let's see. On the 15-minute chart right now, you can see on the ES here, looking like a possible push back up reversal here. So the high on that candle right there is 67. We can push over that 67 here, try to push up there into the 70s again. Wow. It's happening. Trying to get this kind of push back up here into the 70s or higher. If you have your own money, do I still think that a funded account is still beneficial? I do think even if you have your own money, it's still beneficial. If you've never gone through that process, to kind of go through the process, have to follow the rules. I think it's a good learning lesson. Like I talked about before, you know, for the first time I ever really, the first time like going through the combine definitely was nice to like actually have to follow rules for the first time in a long time. Looking to see if we get this push up into the 70s here. On the book map right now, trying to get this breakout over 70s. We push over 70s, I think then we'll start to possibly test that high of day again. 76s. Right now, pushing 70s here. The 25% discount on Topstep, I believe, is Market Profile 25. And that only lasts until Friday. So there's a link there in the chat. Right now, trying to push through that 70 level. So through 70 here, I think we go 75s. Well, they got that 72 area, but kind of looking like that on the book map right now. Try to get this push. Trying to push through the 70s here. Look at us go. I would say now, if we can get this thing going still the way we test that high, the pivot up there on the 15-minute chart. Wow. That 15-minute chart actually beautifully playing out right now. Getting that bottom. We saw that bottom forming there on the 15-minute chart. And look at this thing right now above the 70s. I want to see if they're going to push this all the way to 75s or higher. That 15-minute chart, you can see here, like what I was seeing, that candle right here kind of looking like a reversal candle trying to push back up, holding that VWAP. You know, we were holding that VWAP nicely there, so kind of led me to believe that we'd get that reversal, try to push back up here. And there's that push up to the 70s, little pullback here, some volatility right now with some people speaking. I guess the ECB, the Europe Central Bank speaking. If we can just clear out that 72s is like just a wall right now. Still trying to push through 70s here. Let's go. Trying to see if that 15-minute chart's going to play out beautifully here or not. That pivot point on the ES up at the 180s. We get over that 76. I don't see how we don't go 180 or higher here. We push through that 180 area, go up. After this pivot, the next pivot's 230, so over 72s, we push high of day here. I'm currently long right now. Currently long, looking for this push through the 72s next. MACD crossing here on the 3-minute chart. We got the MACD cross there. Everything lining up beautifully. Will there be enough power to squeeze? New subscriber, let's go. If you haven't already hit that like button, help me out, blow up that like button. Let's get 1,000 likes here on the stream right now, right here. Looking to see if we can get 72 to break through here. On the book map right now, there's a bunch of liquidity stacked up, 75, 76 area, and then up there at the 80s next. So getting through 72s, I think we'll take out some of that liquidity at 75 here. '72s, man. Look at that 72 area. Just hold it down right now. So over 72s, I think, yeah, it's rocking and rolling. That 72.50 area. Getting tight right here, getting tight. Ugh. Ugh. And here we go, once again, testing 72s. The bulls need to push through here. We don't want to get stuck too much at this level, too long at this level. You want to get those shorts getting nervous. You want those nervous. You want those nervous shorts here. You want them to be nervous, worried that we're going to squeeze above high of day here. Right now they're holding it down, 72s. If you guys haven't already hit that, come on, let's hit that like button. We need 81, 91 more likes here on the stream. Let's go, 91. I'm bad at math. 72 getting tighter and tighter here. 72s, there's some liquidity sitting at the 67 right now. Look how tight this thing's getting. Look how tight it's getting. And 72s, there it looks like that right through 72 now. 73s trying to push that. 76 is going to be the battleground. We want to get through that 75, 76 level, obviously. You got the SPY pivot at the 415, 53. The SPY back above the VWAP. The NASDAQ trying to break out as well. The NASDAQ, the next pivot's going to be 12,800 if you're trading the NASDAQ. So 12,800 area. We got a new member as well, Cheryl. Welcome to the party. Let's go. Right now, still trying to get through this level here. 75s. They're taking away some of that liquidity there. The 75s getting a little bit thinner. A little thinner, not as fat. Definitely looking good here. We get this squeeze through. Let's go. New members: Chris Moore, Steve Maltez. All right. Welcome to the party, boys. Welcome to the party. 75 sitting there right now on the book. Will we get through 75 strong? Big iceberg buyer right there, 72 holding it up. He gone. He back. He gone. He back. He gone. He back. So right now, I mean, the battle, we already know the battle here is the high of days. So 76s, over 76s, we push 180, and then over that, I'd say what, 200s. So would love to see this thing just rip to the 200s really quickly. Be real nice. Be real nice. Let's go. Chris Moore, changing lives over here, baby. Changing lives. All right. So many new subscribers, so much new time, no more potty. Kellyanne. We got that 75 level right now on the book map trying to hold us down here. Let's get through it. Let's just take it out. Let's just take out that 75s. Let's move up to the 80s next. There we go. Through. I told you guys. I was like, hey, let's move through that 75. There we go. Through 75s. Oh my gosh. We're going to the 180s. Come on. Where do you get it like this? Where do you get it like this, baby? We're winning. Looking for this push over the 80s next. Patrick Wieland in the house. That breakout beautifully. We talked about it on the 15-minute chart. Getting that breakout beautifully. Well, getting the reversal. Getting that reversal off of the 60s there. And there's that move up to 77. Looking for that push all the way through the 80s here. I mean, this thing's fucking ready for 80 push. There it is, 79, 50, 70. Yeah, I mean, we're going. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 180s pushing there, right? Just like I said, 180s pushing. 181s. 185s coming up next. On the book map here, you can see that 185 level sitting there. Over 185, we go up there, 90s and higher. I mean, we can't stop now. Come on, guys. Come on, Patrick Wheeler, let's go. You guys were losing faith, but now we're back. The boner candle. Let's go. What did I tell you? I told you we break over 72, we go to the 80s, we push through the 80s, we go to the 200s next. Bunch of liquidity popping up there, 85s right now. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. Get through that 85, go to the 90s next. He's too good. The man is too good. He's too good. I'm long right now from the 64s. Let's go. From the 64s here. Long from 58s, actually, when we got that reversal on the 15-minute chart. And now pushing up there 85s. So I'm just going to let this thing ride all the way to the 90s. So let's keep pushing through here. I mean, that was the Patrick Wieland setup if I ever saw one. Little Patrick Wieland setup I ever saw one right there. Look at that thing. I just think the most important lesson here is really, let's look at that 15-minute chart. Look at this thing, still 185, still pushing. That 15-minute chart really kind of gave us the optimal kind of overall setup here to know that we're getting that push up there. We saw that candle right here, this indecisive, this is like the battle candle. You got that, you know, this right here getting hammered by the shorts, but we're holding right there at that VWAP. That VWAP was so important. We talked about that VWAP being right there at that level. So that was what we were looking for. I still think we could go up to the 90s. We'll see. Let's see if we're gonna push all the way to the 90s here, testing that 85 level again. If we go all the way to the 90s, I'm just going back. I'm going back to bed. I'm dropping the mic. I'm going to bed. I'm dropping the mic, going to bed if we push through the 90s here. Through the 90s, baby. Let's go. 85, 86 is pushing still. Matt's at 4,200. Let's go. Thanks for the love, Max. Virtual. Living that virtual life. We're live on YouTube here. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, blow up that like button. Let's get 1,000 likes here on the stream. Let's get this push to the 90s. It's that simple. Trying to push through the 87s here, 88s. I want that 90 push, baby. Just give me that 90 push. I drop the mic. I go to bed. I'm going back to bed. I'm going back to bed. Give me 90s. Just want that 90 area so then I can say I told you so and I can just be done. Be done. Be done. Just walk away. Let's go. On the book map right now, a bunch of liquidity sitting there pretty much at that 88 level. So through 88s, we'll go above 90s next. We're still, look at that, just taking it out. No problem, baby. No problem. 88's gone. Take it. Take it. See if we get this push up there to the 90s. We got that pivot point on the ES, that 12,800. I mean, that's on the NASDAQ. The pivot on the NASDAQ's 12,800 area. That's where we're at right now. The ES pivot, we pushed through at the 180s. So still got some more room to go here on the ES. Will it happen right now? Let's see. It could happen right here, right now. We got to test that 88 level, try to get through there on the book map right now. 88.25, the high so far. $88 right there, 89. Get above that 89, go to the 90s here. Well, obviously 89, 90. Still long, looking for that push above the 90s here. At this point, I'm gonna stick to my guns here. Sticking to my guns for that push to the 90s. 188. Trying to push up there. 88.50 the high so far. We got new subscribers, new members. We're partying, baby. Give me that 190. I'm done. Done at the 190s. Maybe I'm not even done at the 190s. Maybe I'm just dropping the mic either way. Watching here on the book map right now. We got a high so far of 89.25. I mean, that's pretty much the 90s, you know. Just go ahead and give it to me, everybody. Round of applause for Patrick Wieland here. 89.50. Come on, come on, you know. There we go. 90 push. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Drop the mic. We're done. It's over. I win. I win. It's funny because like this still, I mean, it could still go, I'd say 200s here today easily. Fran's making 500 bugs. Let's go. Dr. Shermanator, $6,000. What the fuck? Let's go. Cheryl making money today. Everybody, I like to see the team just making money, baby. If you guys have already hit that like button, help me out. Blow up that like button, please. Help me out. Come on, let's go. We need more likes, more fun. More likes, more fun for everybody. So now I think we hit that 190 area. Let's take a look at this. I hate to say that we're a little overextended, but I'm expecting, you know, a little bit of a pullback here. We pushed up to the pivot points on the NASDAQ here today. So push up to that pivot point. So expecting, you know, some pullback here. Just part of it. Normal business. I would say possibly pull back to that pivot on the ES here at the 180s. Maybe a little lower. Let's go. New subscribers, new members. We're partying, baby. Hey, Chadwick, nothing wrong with getting back in the green and turning it off, my friend. Nothing wrong with that. I think this still has potential to go. I don't know. Maybe we get some choppy action right here. I still think today there's still potential to kind of push up to that 200 level. Push the 90s again here. Hamad passing the step 1 of the combine. Let's go. And once again, pushing over the 90s here. Glenn Paul made $1,200 on that move earlier when I talked about it. Nice work, nice work. Let's go, let's go. Love seeing, like I said, love seeing everybody making money here. Luckily, our competition is on a whole nother level, you know, in terms of like below us. We're on a whole nother level compared to our competition. So, you know, someone's creating that liquidity for us. We got to make money, right? Everyone else is going to be losing that money. We got to be making that money, people. Let's go. Mike, let's go. Thank you. Well, what's crazy is today was like literally just a great lesson, right? A great lesson of just being patient and waiting for what? Waiting for that breakout, waiting for that MACD to cross. You saw once that MACD crossed, how much easier it was to trade, trying to get these breakouts. You know, earlier we had these couple breakouts. We didn't have the MACD kind of with us, so we got those little choppy areas. But so what you guys see is like once these things line up, you know, once you get the MACD to cross, once we get back above the EMAs, everything starts lining up nicely. You can see how easy it is to trade, right? Like it's so much easier to trade when everything's lining up. I got long at 58. That was because the 15-minute chart there at the VWAP was holding. I was a little early into that trade, but just letting you guys see that was MACD. Let that MACD cross, and it's off the races there. Right now, still getting tighter and tighter here at the 90s. Possibly just squeeze up above that 90 level to the 200s here today. But we talked about on that 15-minute chart before this move happened here. If you guys were watching the stream, this was not even here. We were all the way down here in the 60s, and we were like, I think this is reversal time. So definitely a good read there. And you know, you had the VWAP right there. You had that pivot point. We were holding that VWAP. That was the key to hold that VWAP area. This 15-minute chart, you can see a lot simpler to read this morning, right? Like just overall a lot easier to read compared to looking at that 3-minute chart. So I think a good lesson here is like when the market's chopping around doing some stupid stuff on the 3-minute chart, just switch over to that bigger time frame, switch over to that 15-minute chart, focus on that 15-minute chart, see what's going on. Obviously we saw that we were just pulling back. We had that VWAP right there, and then that was our setup for the upside move. So right now pushing up there, the high of days so far, 92s. I mean, you can see, it's funny because looking at the 15-minute chart, you can see that 4,200 area just like sitting there easily. It doesn't seem very far away at all right now. And then above that pivot is 230, so possibly get that push up there to the 230s here today. I wouldn't say it's impossible. We'll see how she goes. Right now, 92s being the high. Do. Yeah, I mean, your entry would have been, like, with not getting in early on that trade would have been kind of right above that 67. We talked about that 67 level. I mean, that was right there. You're entering right there, 67 break with the stop. I mean, maybe not the best stop right there, but, you know, you're still risking 5. I think you'd be fine risking 5 off that. So 62 area, 60s. Here we go. Still pushing 93s now. We're still going. We can't stop. We won't stop, the market said. Yeah, I mean, I would not be surprised to see this over 4,200 here end of day. Just kind of thinking out loud right now. Thinking out loud. Would you guys be surprised? I wouldn't be surprised. Pam got in at the 73s. She's up 20 handles. Let's go. Get this move straight to the 200s. I'm definitely going to drop the mic and go to bed. If we go to 200s right here. If we go to 200 right here, I'm fucking definitely dropping the mic and going to bed. That's just too much. Too much goodness for one day. Just too much goodness for one day here. Oh my gosh. Is it going to happen? Am I going back to bed? 96s. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, help me out. Blow up that like button here. Oh. 200. 4,200. Is it coming? 4,200. Is it going all the way? Roosters are crowing. The roosters are crowing. You know, the indicator never lies. The rooster indicator. The rooster indicator never lies. 4,200 on the book map up there, sitting there looking like it wants to get touched here. The high so far, 96.75. Beautiful setups here. We got that breakout over the 72. I mean, that would have breakout over 72. Pretty much, I mean, you could have bought anywhere once that MACD crossed here from the 66s up there to the 70s, and you would be sitting pretty right now. So there we go. All right, all right. Like I said, right now, Topstep is offering a 25% discount on the combines. And then starting next Monday, I'll be trading through the $150,000 combine just to do it live with you guys here on YouTube, kind of talking about the process and all that. And you can see right here, the $150,000 account. That's what I'll be trading with the $3,000 daily loss limit there. And yeah. You get into the Topstep funded account program, you then keep the first $5,000 in profit, you keep 90% of the profit after that, and it's a party, drink Bacardi type of situation. And like we talked about earlier, even if you have your own money, honestly, I think there's a lot of value to kind of going through a combine and evaluation, because it kind of like, I think it'll give you a little boost, right? It gives you a little bit of boost, or it'll put you in check, because for the first time, you have to follow somebody else's rules, and you know, you've got to actually like manage the risk and all that funny stuff. So it definitely is I think, good experience for every trader to kind of go through a point in their life where they have to follow somebody else's rules for trading. I think it's good. So That's my theory. That's my theory on it. So the NASDAQ pushed up there above that pivot point. 12,800 on the NASDAQ here is the pivot that we pushed up above. Right now, looking to see what's going to happen here at the 94s. Oh, Caleb. Oh, I don't, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe if I was on if I had an energy drink right now. If I had an energy drink. For the combine, you have to learn a new trading program. No, it is Tradeovate. Do I use any internals? Nope, just externals. Kuzma, why don't I move somewhere that you don't have to wake up that early? If waking up early is your biggest problem in life, then you've got, you know, you're doing all right. So. Roosters. Next Monday, we'll be back in Florida. Actually, I'm trading in Florida next Monday. I haven't traded in Florida in years. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a weird, weird feeling to be back in the home state, hometown trader back in the hometown. He's coming back to trade. Yeah, baby. Gotta bring a rooster with me to Florida. A rooster coming on a plane. Take my little Hawaiian island rooster. He might be shell shocked. Gets to Florida and sees all the buildings and stuff and just be confused. Imagine I take a rooster to Orlando and just let him free in the downtown. You're free, little chicken. You're free. You're free, little chicken. Go be free. Go be free. Go be free, chicken boy. I was like imagining like taking a fucking rooster to Orlando downtown, dropping him off in the downtown, and then some crackheads chasing him around. Like it's almost like a TV show. New TV show by Patrick Wieland where we have a cartoon rooster. Take him to Orlando, Florida. He's from Hawaii. He's a Hawaiian rooster, right? I got this all planned out. Hawaiian rooster. We take him to downtown Orlando. We just drop him off, and then we film a TV show around it. All the crackheads in downtown chasing after the rooster. Come here, rooster. Poor rooster. Took him from paradise to hell. So far, the high up there, 96.75 for the high today. We got that 21 EMA down there at the 180s. MACD cooling down right now, but still staying positive. Still trying to hold up here. Expecting some type of little pullback. I got a swing trade going right now. I'm gonna put my target on my swing trade. Not even really a swing trade, but my trade of the day, kind of looking for that 214, 215 area possible here, end of day. So that trade, I just have my stop right now. I like the 170s for that trade, and giving this thing a little bit of room and see if we can get that move up. I want to kind of see if we can touch that pivot up there, the 230s possible today. So really, yeah, like even like 220s, maybe higher for a target. We'll see. I think if we get above that 200 area, it'll just be game on to try to push up there. A couple of reasons for that. You can see here on the SPY, we got that pivot point at 415, and we got that next pivot at the 420s. So if we get up, the SPY keeps moving the way that it's moving, we get this keep pushing. I mean, then we're at 4,200 really quickly on the ES. If we get up to 21, if we get up to 41, no, 4210, 42.8, 42.08, that would be a 50 handle move here. So we'll see if we get it. Right now it's 11 o'clock here in the morning, at 11 a.m. The guy from yesterday, the vegan, messaged me on Instagram just to tell me that, just say that he's stronger than me. Oh, that's funny. All right. Will we push over the highs? There's a lot of liquidity up here. 97, 99, 200. A lot of liquidity up there. On the book map right now. Look at that. Just a wall. Great China. Wall of Great China. So wall of Great China here. Normally don't see the liquidity sitting like that, but they're sitting there pretty thick. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, help me out, blow up that like button. Can we get 1,200 likes here on the stream? That liquidity getting a little bit better now. MACD wanting to hold here on the 3-minute chart right now, trying to push. Got some buyers coming here on the book map right now, trying to hold this up here at the 93s. Big block at the 93s, like a massive buyer at 93 right now. Will he be able to hold it? Got sold into their big old chunk. 500 contracts there at 93. I wouldn't be surprised if we retest maybe the 80s here. Test that pivot point on the SPY on the ES. We're right at that pivot point on the NASDAQ. So always kind of possible retest here. Right now, just kind of going sideways off that 80 EMA. Will they break it to the upside here? We've been here now since like 10:30 almost. I mean, if we break over the high 96.75, I don't see how there's any way that we don't hit 200s here. You know, I just don't. I don't see how that doesn't break out and squeeze more shorts here over the high. Obviously, this is not financial advice. Don't listen to me, but you know, just from what we're seeing here. Don't follow me. I'm just an idiot on the internet. Also, guys, I will never message you on Instagram or Twitter or anywhere and ask you to send me money or anything like that. I don't have any cryptocurrency trading bot or anything like that. Again, I'll never message you and offer any type of services or anything like that. So please be smart, people. Don't get scammed. A guy the other day sent some scammer $500 thinking that it was me. It's never me. Like, it's honestly, like, anytime you get a message from anyone or anything that looks like Patrick Wieland, it's not me. It is a scammer. And I am not going to refund you if you do something stupid and send people money on the internet. So you guys have all been warned. Everybody's been warned. You guys all know that I do not have Telegram. I do not have Instagram. Well, I have Instagram, not Patrick Wieland, but I'll never message you. I'll never message you on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere. Yeah, I mean, there's so many people out there, Sandra. There's like, I can't do anything about it. But you guys just need to be aware. Like, my followers should understand that I would never message them to offer crypto trading services or anything like that. Let's be honest. If you think that I would message you and offer to trade your crypto Bitcoin, then you obviously have not been watching the live stream. Trying to hold here at the 90s right now. They're getting tighter and tighter. This thing is literally getting so tight. So tight right now. If it can hold that 90, 88 level, just keeps getting tighter and tighter here. This thing is just ready, rocket, to break above that high and then push above the 200s. I hate to say it's a little overextended here on the 15-minute chart, but it's a little overextended here. Little overextended. We'll see. On the book map right now, that 94 liquidity sitting there. This week, until Friday, Topstep's offering a 25% discount on the Combine. There's a link there in the chat box. The code for the Combine discount is Market Profile 25. Market Profile 25. If you want to learn more, there's a link there in the chat box. Get into a Topstep funded account. Start trading futures today. You can see the 88 buyer there on the book map right now. Definitely looking a little pullbacky here. Thinking that maybe that 180 area wants to get touched. Looking a little pullbacky. We'll see how she plays. We'll see how she plays out here. Right now at that pivot point on the NASDAQ at the 12,800s. All right, now I'm just sitting here at the 90s. Will they hold at 80 EMA? Getting tight. Thinking possible pullback here. Possible pullback. We'll see. It's got to go. The bulls, the longer that we sit here, the more ammo the bears get. It's kind of like you want to get through that high of day. Don't give those bears too much confidence. They can hold this down. Don't let them have too much confidence here. That 80 area is going to be the fine line in the sand. If we can't hold 88, we'll probably see the 80s. Needs to hold. The battle is real here. If we can't hold 88s, I'm gonna get out of the long probably. 87.50 stop here. from that 50 entry earlier. 58 entry. And look like we're gonna lose. 88's trying to hold on here. Still holding 88s, but it's definitely looking like she wants to break to the downside here through 88s. So there's that breakthrough 88s now. I think we get a pullback here, maybe pull back to like that 180 area and then look for that next good setup here, get the MACD to cross again, basically looking like kind of like this. Maybe pull back here, 180s. So I think that's pretty much where I'm gonna call it at. I think it's a good day either way. It's a good day either way. What a day to be alive. So on that note, I think I'm gonna walk away and maybe go take a nap. It's 6 o'clock here in the morning in Hawaii, so go take a couple little hour nap and then maybe trade later on power hour. But right now, pretty happy with that. I'll leave the book map open for you guys. I know people enjoy that, so I'll leave the book map there. And yeah, there we go. Another day, another dollar. I sleep too much, I know. Sleep too much. Oh. Now it's gonna bounce off 88 and squeeze up again. Watch, just go to the moon. Wee. On the book map right now, we got 85s down there. So there it is. We've been live now for 2 hours here on this beautiful Thursday morning. We had a nice little setup breakout. We had it all going on. Had the Patrick Wieland breakout there to the upside, up to there, almost all the way up there to the 4200s. We got pretty darn close. So there it is. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. We're live here on YouTube every day, baby, every day. See you guys then. And I'll leave the book map open, like I said, for the next couple hours. All right, all right. Kind of impressive, isn't it? Isn't it impressive where the market's at right now? It's kind of impressive. Why? Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about why it's impressive. So I went to bed here and I came back, and guess where we're at? We're at the 80. Well, we pushed off the 80s. We held the 80s. Like I said, we went up there. Looking at the chart, this is funny because I drew this line. Look at this like line that was here. I drew this before I went to bed when we were pulling back, and obviously it's not perfect, but you can see it's just like there. And what's funny is my idea was that we would basically look for that pullback kind of to the 80s and then get that breakout. So pretty much like right there was the plan. And it was a little, maybe we had a little fake out here, but in general, I think that 80 pullback was the better setup here. So now the question is, can we break out to the upside out of this move? We broke that 85 right there and then push up there now to the 95s. That 195, 196 level being a resistance right now at the highs. So if we can push over that 195 level, well, then we look for that move up above 200s. So pretty nice move right there. I like that I've woken up and I've seen this happening now. If we look at the pivot points as well, those pivot points played out perfectly, holding that 180 area there on the pivots. So trying to push through there at 95, but that pivot point playing out beautifully there on the ES and holding there at the 181s right now, 180s at that pivot. So we'll see if there's enough room to go. Can they push it all the way above 200 here today? The $1 million question. We'll find out here sooner than later. So interesting. The VWAP holding perfectly. The pivot point holding there now. Let's see what happens here later today. Got the EMA starting to go back up. MACD tried to get going there. A little bit of a pullback here on the MACD on the 3-minute chart right now. Getting stuck at that 95 level there. I would say the next kind of attempt here should be the push through. You think like if we can put in a higher low here at the 88, 90 level and get tighter and tighter the next, 30 minutes or so, finally get that break through the 200 level. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. But on that note, I'm going to head to the gym. Nothing too crazy going on right now. Maybe if we get over 200, we push up there, that next pivot up at the 230s. But that's where I'm at right now. On the book map here, looking kind of what's going on. That MACD sitting there right now, like trying to cross up here. We'll see if it's gonna go. Cotton Eye Joe. I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta turn the stream off because I gotta work on another video. But big thank you guys for tuning in today. Hopefully you enjoyed that little extra book map action, and everybody had fun today, and everybody hopefully made some money. So there it is. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Fresh Cash Friday tomorrow morning, 9:15. Fresh Cash Friday, baby. Be here. Well, let's go. Again, like I said, Topstep is offering a 25% discount. There's a link there in the chat box to get that discount and all that fun stuff. So there it is. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. And well, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, you know what to do. All right. I'll talk to you guys later on. Peace.